Hello, what is going on, everybody? All right, so for today's vlog, we're going to be talking about something that I get asked almost on a daily basis, and I'm sure a bunch of real estate agents out there get asked the same question, and that is, when is the best time for me to sell my house? Now, before we jump into these numbers, I want you to take a minute to think about what you would assume would be the best time for you to sell your home. And if you're anything like majority of the people that I deal with on a daily basis, you're going to say the spring market. A lot of people want to hold off and wait until the spring market because they believe the market's going to thaw, activity is going to pick up, and it should net them more money in their pocket. At the end of the day, you don't care about activity unless you're trying to time it because you want to make more money. So what I did is I wanted to take a look back. I went back about 5 years, which is a decent sample size, just to see if there are any trends and anything holds true on when you should or you should not buy or sell your real estate. Now, for anybody out there, if you're a real estate agent or you're somebody from the general public, if you're interested in seeing these numbers, feel free to comment below. Let me know. I'll be more than happy to send you an email of the Excel spreadsheet. Anyways, having said that, I went back about 5 years to take a look at the numbers to see if we've noticed any trends. Now, what numbers do you want to keep track of? In any given real estate market, you can have a plethora of different stats that you can keep track of, but all it's going to do is confuse you. All you should really have to worry about are three important stats, and that is number of listings, number of sales, and average sales price of each month. And as long as you've got about a full year's worth of samples, it'll give you a pretty decent idea as to where you are in that real estate market, just even how much things have changed within that 12-month period. So when we took a look back, we did pick up on a few different trends. So I'm going to relay the message to you guys now. So with the total number of listings, since 2014, December has consistently been the lowest number of listings in that particular year. Okay. And on the flip side, May has consistently been the highest number of listings coming to market for each year. So this is where things hold true. The market sentiment is nobody wants to buy or sell in the winter months, and everyone wants to wait to the spring market, which is exactly what's happening here. Now, when we take a look at the actual number of sales, the lowest since 2014 has consistently been December, January, December, and January. So again, not all in 1 month, but it's all for the winter months. Your end of Q4, beginning of Q1. Which is what we would assume. On the flip side, when you look at the actual number of sales, the highest number of sales on each year, going back to 2014, was May, June, April. So again, this holds true. It's busiest in the spring market, and it's the slowest activity-wise in the winter months. But what does this mean looking at the actual average sales price? So when we look at the average sales price, the lowest average sales price for each month going back to 2014 was February, January, July of last year, and January this year. So July of last year was an anomaly. We were going through a crazy busy market that just fell off a cliff and things just took a little nosedive and threw the numbers off. But if you take out that anomaly of that 1 year where we had the lowest sales price being in July, it holds true in the sense of it's in the winter months. You've got February, January. So that seems fairly consistent that when it's the slowest, that's when we're going to see the lowest sale price. However, when we look at the flip side on the actual highest average sales price of that particular year, going to 2014, the highest sale price was November, April, and June of this year. So this kind of throws a little bit of that theory for a loop because we should see that the highest sell price is going to be around the same time we had the highest amount of activity. And that doesn't hold true November was the highest sales price 3 times over the last 5 years. So this completely goes against what we've always assumed, that the highest activity should respond or should equal the highest sell price. So what does this mean? What it means is if you're a buyer or seller, don't try and time the market, because all you're going to do is confuse yourself, and because nobody can time the market. It's next to impossible to do, guys. Everyone's got an opinion, but there are so many different things happening outside of our market of Durham region that can really affect the actual sales that there's really no point for you to even try. Now, if you're a buyer, technically speaking, when you're looking at stats-wise, you're going to get the best bang for buck in the winter months. You've got less competition, and statistically speaking, the average sales price is the lowest in the winter. You have less to choose from, but that's completely up to you on what you want to do. However, if you're a seller, I can tell you the worst time for you to sell is going to be in the winter months. So if you're not in a rush and you don't actually need to sell right away, I would hold off until the spring market. However, if you're deciding between spring, fall, or summer markets, that's going to be a toss-up based on whatever's going on that time, and you should just do it based on what you actually need. So if you have any other questions, comments, please feel free to let me know. Never hesitate to get in touch with us or feel free to always register at our website, Asparian&Co. It has tons of information, market stats, and vlogs to keep kind of educating you guys as to what's going on in the market. But if you ever have any questions or there's a particular topic you want to hear about, please let us know. That's exactly what we're here for. All right, you guys, have yourselves a good one.